If you attempt this challenge but fail, then who knows what will happen to you? If you finish the challenge, you will find your reward. Do you have something that you truly, relentlessly desire? Despite your state of life, is there something else that you would go completely to the end of the world to get? Well, lucky for you, there's a way to achieve what the journey can prove to be too bothersome. The rules are as follows. Do not use a vehicle too large or noticeable, as you will need some of the cover of night to be most safe. Also, while any sort of car will do, you may not want to choose the most expensive or cherished vehicle. Do not drive faster than 30 miles per hour. You can take your slick new black Mercedes for the drive if you're close. You will see or feel its signs, or what the signs will be depending on what it is you desire. For example, if you're in search of wealth, you may spot shimmers on the empty branches of trees as if they rings you through 11 miles, leading to whatever it is you seek. Each mile will test your desire and will always get harder. Do not open the windows when you've entered. Time is stopped, so you don't need to worry about losing the night. Though you may not notice, you're not actually in your own world anymore. Take one last moment to realize that once the first mile is mostly through the woods, with the first few miles being an exception, the air will turn a bit colder, in which you should turn on your heating system if the vehicle has one. You won't want to take your eyes off the road later. Take some time to calm any uneasiness by admiring some of the night sky. You'll see it completely lined with stars, and you'll realize that the vehicle's headlights will no longer be required. Restrain yourself from gazing at it. If you look at its light for more than a few seconds, the road in front of you will end, throwing your vehicle into the water, in which you will freeze in mere minutes. The voices will be gone for this mile, but don't rejoice yet. They'll be back. On the first mile, if it gets really cold, you may turn your heater on. On the second mile, if you still haven't turned the heater on, you should do it now. If you decide to not turn it on, you may regret it later. On the third mile, ignore any silhouettes that you may see in the trees. No matter how human they seem, keep your eyes on the road. On the fourth mile, you may hear voices whispering. Ignore them, no matter how human they seem. On the fifth mile, if the trees vanish, a random appearance of a lake and the moon starts glowing, ignore them at all costs. On the sixth mile, take into account that you're more than halfway done. Despite the progress, you may lose hope here. The stars will have disappeared at this point, leaving the sky an empty, black abyss. The clearing will have ended, leading you back into the woods. The only light you will be provided with is by your vehicle's headlights, but they will flicker from time to time, even if you're sure they're in perfect working order. If you have a radio in the vehicle, it will turn on automatically. If you didn't turn it off beforehand, it will produce an overwhelming screech that will send you off the path. A calm voice will then begin to speak about your greatest fears, what it is you are horrified of in life. It will speak in a way that will cause you to visualize the words in your mind, so don't listen to it. If you begin to comprehend what it's saying, the horrors will prove too much for you to stay on the road. On the seventh mile, you may hear voices again. No matter how close they may sound, ignore them at all costs. If the voices are coming from the back seat, do not turn around. Just keep ignoring them and focus your eyes on the road. On the 8th mile, slow down but do not stop. If your headlights flicker, slow down but don't stop. If it gets really cold, do not stop. If you hear or see anything, ignore them and keep driving. On the 9th mile, your vehicle will stall temporarily. Close your eyes and try to restart your vehicle. No matter what, do not open your eyes. Even if you hear anything telling you to open your eyes, just ignore them and remain your eyes closed. When your vehicle starts, drive as fast as you can to the next mile with your eyes closed. When the mile is over, you may open your eyes. On the 10th mile, the voices of the beings will stop. If you were to look in your rearview mirror, you will see them following and are impressed that you have come a long way on this journey to what you desire, because you are most likely going to your death. Now on the 11th and final mile, your vehicle may lose power but continue to move. If you see a red light ahead, close your eyes tightly. Cover them if you must. Cover your ears if you are able to. You will hear unrelenting and inconceivable noises from all directions. No amount of bravery and conditioning will spare you from these sounds. You will feel things touching you. The cold will turn into a merciless heat, burning all parts of the vehicle. You will feel the illusion of the flesh being burned off your bones. But no matter what, do not look. Once the power returns, stop your vehicle, open your eyes, and continue driving. Keep driving until your vehicle arrives at a dead end. Stop here and don't attempt to move again. Nothing will happen once you've reached this point. You may realize that you are back where you first began. This may confuse you, but know that you are finished. Your task is done. Close your eyes and imagine your deepest desire, even if it has changed from when the story began. Imagine not desiring it, but possessing it. Open your eyes and you will find what you desire. So now that the task is done, what's the catch? Is the vehicle cursed? Is there something you're about to lose? Is your death imminent? The answer is no, of course. You've done the challenge. You've proved worthy of what you desire. As stated before, the sounds of the 11th mile will continue to exist in your mind, potentially causing you some vivid and unusual nightmares, but these should prove as nothing compared to what you've gained.